Hello. Hello. Good morning, everybody. I'm getting ready here. We have a few minutes left. How are you? Let me see if everything is working. Yes, I want to do this. Start here. See the comments. All right. So, hello, and welcome to another Crochet Together session or meetup or however we want to call them. If you're here and you can hear me and everything is fine, say hi. Hello, Yana. Hello, Line. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Lynn, probably. New people, so I'm really excited. Say hi, say hello. Tell me where you are watching from. Yes, everything's just fine. Great, so you can hear me. So today we are going to be working this really simple but very nice headband. I will talk about it in a minute. We'll start, and I will tell you why there are all these kind of funny things around here. We'll talk about it. But first, if this is your first time in one of our live sessions, so hi, my name is Sandra, and I am the designer behind SandraStitches and the host in the group Crochet and Stories with Sandra, and I'm really happy. I'm loving these Crochet Together sessions, and if this is your first one and you are a member of the group, so you can go back and look for, I think they're all in the guide sections. So we have already several live sessions that we crochet together. Shell beanie hat, and can't remember what else. There are several there. All right. So, hi Don, how are you? Yeah. So we'll start in a minute. I just want to say, you know, that I'm from Israel, and we are having this special situation here now. Today we are waiting because an agreement is going to be signed, hopefully today, hopefully to the release of, I think around 50 or 60 hostages from the Hamas. They took them to Gaza. They took 240 people, children, babies, as small as 9 months babies, without their parents. Horrific things are going on, but hopefully today, and as we speak, there is supposed to be an announcement from our government saying if the agreement was signed. We can never know, because the Hamas is a terrorist organization, and they can talk, and then back up and disappear. But we are talking about human lives and children's lives, and so they agreed to release children and mothers. They still will have over 150 more people there. Some of them soldiers, some of them elderly people who are sick, who need medication, who are in, you know. Of course, as you know, I feel for the people of Gaza as well. All this situation is horrific for both sides, and I really hope it ends soon. But we are talking about crochet here, and we are going to be working this. I called it the Lily uh, headband. I don't know why Lily. Maybe because of the colors. Um, Let me see. Dawn visiting my family this week. Great, great. So I'm so happy that you joined us, even you're visiting your family. So as I always talk about it, crochet for me is a, something that gives me, uh, makes me more calm and relaxed, especially in this very, very difficult situation that we are living in, with missiles all around and attacks and people, dying soldiers and dying hostages and dying civilians on both sides. So crochet is like my really therapy, and I'm so grateful that I have this and that I can do this. So let's get to the what we are here for, and it's the crochet together of this headband. So what is the story behind this headband? I had some leftover yarn. This pink color, as you can see, it's really nice. It's, I don't know if you can really see, but it's kind of pink with a little bit of cream or white in it, and some leftover of this kind of purple, gray purple. It's kind of a purple, but in a gray tone. Because I use this yarn for a different project. Maybe we have it here. Where is it? Here. Not this one. This granny scarf. So I use it for this granny scarf, and you can find this pattern on my Ravelry, but we're not talking about it now. We are talking about, where is it now? We are talking about the, oh, the headband. So I had this leftover, and I said I will make something, like a scrap yarn project, and I wanted to make a headband, but I ran out of yarn. So as you can see here, in the middle of my round, I ran out of my pink one, the pink one, so I continued with the gray purple one, and then at the last round, I ran out of the purple, so I have like all this part from here to the beginning. I don't have, I looked around, I looked all over, I need just like nothing to finish it, and I couldn't find. So I decided that it doesn't really matter. I will make a different one with enough yarn. But what I wanted to say about this is that this is a project that is very, very easy, and it's very, very quick, and you can make it with scrap yarn. Any yarn that you have, just make sure you have enough so it doesn't happen to you what happened to me. All right? Great. So let's see in the comments what's going on. Yana says they have announced here that already there is going to be a period of peace for some days. Who knows? Yes, it's part of the agreement. They will release, I think, around 50 or 60. I don't know the exact details, because they are talking about it now on television and everything, and they are making the final things. It has to go through the government and approved, and all these things. But they are going to be releasing 50 or 60 hostages. We are going to be releasing 150 terrorists. that are in prison in Israel, like we call them terrorists because these are maybe 15, 14, 16, 17 years old children that came into Israel and murdered people, innocent people, or maybe a soldier, stabbed or shot because they were brainwashed children. So they are in prison in Israel and they are considered children. So we are going to be releasing 150 for the 50 that we are getting, and also we are giving a few days of non-bombing on Gaza and not trying to eliminate the Hamas organization in Gaza. But we are not talking politics now. So let's get started. I'm going to be using my usual, you know this yarn, I love this yarn. This is a Signet chunky yarn. It's called chunky, but it's not really chunky weight. It's a kind of a 4-weight yarn. And I'm using my 5mm hook, 5mm hook. And now, the written pattern for this design, for this headband, will be free on my blog. I think it's scheduled for today or tomorrow morning. So you will get the free pattern. You will, if you need it, you have the free pattern on my blog. But you can always come back and watch this video and, you know, work it with me. So if you're working it with me now, for the purpose of this tutorial now, I will not make the whole headband, but you need to chain 60 plus 1. So it will always be a kind of a even number of chains plus 1. And we are going to be working in the round, not in rows. All right? So the plus 1 is because we are going to connect the 2 chains, the first and the last chain, to make the last, to close the round. All right? So an even number for this size. This is good for my head. So it's a kind of, you can see, it's a kind of a regular women head. Of course, it depends what kind of yarn you're using, what hook you're using, your tension, everything. But you can, you know, experiment, make a swatch gouge, to see how your tension is and if you need to go a hook size up or down, and what yarn you're using. You can use 1 strand, you can use 2 strands. It depends what you have. If you want to use scrap yarn, like leftover yarn from different projects, or so maybe you use 2 strands, or maybe if you want to use yarn that you have. All right, so let's start. I will chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm not chaining 60 because it will take me a long time to finish every round, and I don't want to keep you, you know, for a long time. So you have to chain 60 plus 1. So I chain 20 plus 1, and now I'm closing to make a round, but you have to make sure that your chain is not twisted. All right? So put it like this and close it, right? And insert your hook in the first chain and slip stitch and chain 1. All right? So now we should have an even number of stitches. This is the chain, and we'll start our first row. The first row is a single crochet row, simple single crochet row, so we chain 1, doesn't count as nothing, and we are going to put 1 single crochet in the first chain, the same chain that we slip stitch together. So 1 single crochet in each chain. Now while you're working, because we're working in the round, make sure your chain is not twisted. Let me see that I'm not twisting mine. Of course, you can work if you are not comfortable working in the round, you can always work in rows, it's the same. And then join the two ends together. I think it's better to work in the round because it's not such a big round. I'm always a little bit scared that if I'm working something in the round with very long chain, so it will get twisted and I will have to, you know, undo it and frog it, and I don't like it. So 1 single crochet in each stitch for the first row. Yana asked if it's heavier than a round weight yarn. Yes, the yarn that I'm using, the yarn that I use for this is not the same kind of yarn. It's called Cartupo yarn. I will show you. Yes, I wanted to show you. Let me find it here. I hope it's here. It's a Turkish yarn. It's yarn from, where are you? Yarn from Turkey. It's called Cartupo melange wool. It's 80% acrylic and 90% wool, and 20% wool. It's a very, very soft yarn. I really like it, but it has wool in it, so you have to consider if you want to use it for your projects because it has wool. So you have to look for how to care for it and everything. And this is they suggest 5mm hook, but this, I think this is more of a 5, like worsted 5 bulky yarn weight because it's heavier than this one. You can see it's different. All right, so let's finish this single crochet stitch, first row. But really, any yarn will do. You just have to make sure you have the right hook size and the right, and what's your tension. Okay, I think I talked to you about not making it You know what happened? I have to frog it because it did twist. I was just talking about not twisting it, and it twisted. So let's do it again. This is why sometimes I prefer working in rows and not in rounds. So like this, and slip stitch, chain 1, and start my work here. Okay, so one single crochet in each chain. One, Are you working with me, or you are going to work this later? One. I hope it doesn't twist again. Maybe there is a trick or a tip how to get the chains not to twist when you're working in the round for the first round, right? I have to look for it. All right, so the first round is a single crochet round. The second round is going to be a double crochet round. Again, very simple. Here we go. This time it did not twist. Okay. So I go to the end and I slip stitch in the first stitch. So I close the round. Okay, so we have the round closed, the single crochet, and it's not twisted. Now we chain 2. Now, there are several methods. You know how to make your first double crochet in any project. You can chain 3 and count it as a double crochet. You can chain 2 and count it as a double crochet. You can chain 1, make a single crochet in the same stitch, and then make a single crochet on top of the single crochet, and you have a double crochet and you will not have a gap. So it depends what you prefer, and this is even though it's kind of a more fatty double crochet, it's considered only one double crochet, right? Because it's in the first stitch. We don't skip any stitches. We make our first double crochet in the first stitch, and then one double crochet in each stitch around. It's just one double crochet. Let me get some yarn. Let me see. So tell me what's going on with you. Where are you watching from? I will look in the comments in a moment and we'll see. One double crochet on top of each single crochet from the previous row. All right? This is simple. Next row is going to be the pattern row, kind of the more texture row that gives our headband the personality. Because up to now it's just single crochet and double crochet. It's nothing special, right? So we have to look for something special. Now, you know I love V stitches and I love X stitches, but this one is a kind of an X stitch but with a twist. If you can look at it, you see it's a kind of different X stitch, and I really liked it. Very simple. So we finish our double crochet. Where is it? Our double crochet round, and we slip stitch to the first double crochet. Now make sure, if you use my method, make sure you're slip stitching to the first loop here from the first double crochet. All right. So now you see we have our double crochet here, and there is not a gap. If I would put here a chain 3, it will be kind of with a gap or maybe a little bit loose. Right. So we chain 2 or make again a double crochet, however you want to make it. I will chain 2 now. This is going to count as our first double crochet. We are working 1 double crochet in the next stitch. All right, so one chain 2, chain 3, or any method that you use for your first double crochet. 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then we are going to go back, not forward here, not forward in our direction, but back to the last one before the last stitch from the round. So this was our first stitch, so the stitch behind it. We are going back to that stitch and making 1 double crochet. This is going to give us this special diagonal texture here. All right? So we work chain 2 for our first, you can see it here, chain 2 for our first double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and then we went back to the stitch one before the last and made 1 double crochet. Now we are going to skip 1. Now we are going to continue in the direction of our round, like always. It's just for the first stitch that we are going back to the one before. So now we are going to skip 1 stitch and work 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1 in each stitch, and then again we go back to the skip stitch. So we always go back to the skip stitch and work 1 double crochet. And again we skip 1, the next one, work 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So we have 2 double crochet, and we go back to the skip stitch back here and work 1 double crochet. So this is how we get, as you can see, this is how we get our texture kind of X or kind of stitch. I don't know if it has a name. So we continue, skip 1, work 1 double crochet in the next 2, and go back to the skipped one. 1, let me see what's going on here in the comments, if I can see something here. If you have any questions, please Risa, now the Creative Corner, the Creative Club does not have this pattern because this is a new pattern. So you will have this pattern on my blog. It's a new pattern. It's not in the Creative Club. The Creative Club, there are more than 100 patterns until, I think, September. So since September, all the new patterns are not there. All right? So you will find this pattern for free on my blog. Okay, great. If you have any more questions, Yana says countryside of Limassol. So you are from Greece, from Crete. We have Jewish people here in our neighborhood, the biblical college near, you know, the bonds between Cyprus, yes, Cyprus and Israel. Yes, I've been in Limassol many times. I love Cyprus and I love Greece. All right, so we skip one, we work one double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and we go back to the skipped stitch and work one double crochet, and this we go like this until the end of the round, and we are supposed to have exactly, if the count was right, we're supposed to have exactly the number of stitches so that we can have finish our round. All right, so we skip one and we finish our round by working, one double crochet in each of the last 2 stitches, go back to the skip one, and then we slip stitch to the first one and chain 1. All right, so as you can see, we have the pattern here around. This is a little sample, but if you can see it here. So we have the pattern. Now, this is it. The next row is just a simple single crochet row in each stitch. One single crochet row in each stitch. So the pattern repeat is the single crochet row, the double crochet row, and then the kind of X double crochet texture row. And this is it. Very, very simple. Let me see if I said right about, yes. So you have to make sure that after you make the chain, that you have an even number of stitches. And then it will be fine. If you don't, and for some reason you get one stitch too much or something, so just, you know, make it again and make sure that you have to finish the 3rd round so that your last stitch is you have enough stitches to make 2 double crochet and then go back to the skip one and then slip stitch without a gap of another stitch or something. So, all right, so we made one single crochet row. Now we'll make a double crochet row, so I'm chaining 2. This is my first one. So I'm working in the next stitch. One double crochet in each stitch round, and that's it. And continue. I made 2 rows. You see, one started, another one, and then I finished with a single. I started with a single crochet and I finished with a single crochet. So it gives us a the height, the width that we need. this sample, I'll tell you what's the measurements. The size is 24.5 inches in circumference and 4 inches in width. So it's enough for my head. And it sits really tight. It's kind of an ear warmer too, you know. It's very comfortable. I don't feel it, and it's really nice if it's cold outside, which here is not. We just started. We had 1 day of rain, really, really bad rain, really strong rain, but just 1 day. And the thing is that, you know, because our soldiers, our husbands and our sons and our family members are fighting now, we don't want rain, because rain is not, it's not so nice when you are busy doing all this stuff. So, but we had 1 day of really bad rain, really hard rain, and today it was hot again, sunshine, no problem. All right, so we finished this round with 1 double crochet on each stitch, and we slip stitch to the first double crochet. This is it. Look at it. Now that I'm looking at it, you can use this pattern to make a headband. You can use this pattern to make cuffs for, you know, for the winter, if you use things that you put on your leg when you're using boots, right? It's called cuffs, I think. You can use this to make something for here, for your hand, if you need. You can use this for many, many projects. I think it's a really nice stitch combination pattern. And this is it. So what do you think about this? Are you making it with me? Is anybody making it with me? Thank you, Riza, for your prayers. Hi, Swan from Texas. I'm happy you joined us. So if anybody is making this with us, with me now, please show and take a picture and show in our in the group, in the comments. You can show, you can put the picture in the comments here, or maybe if you finish it later or tomorrow, and so you can put you can share the picture, the photos in the group whenever you want. I would really love to see how it came out for you. So it's important that you start and you finish with a single crochet row, so it gives it more of a body and it keeps in your head. All right? So this is it. Some people ask me about this, what I have here. I don't know if you can see. It's a kind of, I don't know how you call this in English, but it's something that soldiers wear, that they usually they wear, so if they get injured or dead or whatever, so there is the name and their personal number here. But this one is a special one that we made now for the hostages. So it says, "Our hearts are in Gaza." It says in Hebrew here, "Our hearts are in Gaza, and bring them home now." So I'm wearing this all the time, hoping that everybody will come back home and that peace will be in our region. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I would really love to see your creations of these. I called it Lily headband, but this is it. we are having tomorrow, it's starting my Black Friday offers for you. Stay tuned because it's going to be something very, very special. As I said and as I wrote in my post, it's not going to be crochet patterns. I know you are going to be bombarded by all kind of bundles of patterns. So I thought I will do something completely different, something for our souls and minds and relaxing and all kind of things. So tomorrow it starts. It's going to be from tomorrow to next Monday, I think. I don't have the, let me see, from tomorrow 20 until next Sunday, from 22 to 26. I think it's going to be amazing. I have a few offers that are not crochet patterns. Some of them I've made myself, and some of them from friends that that have amazing products. And I'm really, really excited to present all this to you, and I hope that you will like it as well. I know Black Friday is a big event and big time in the year that you can get really good deals for things that you've been maybe waiting for. So yeah, we had a great birthday sale last week for me. Thank you so much for all your happy birthday, congratulations and everything. And I was really, really happy with everybody that purchased, and also all the emails I got and all the congratulations and everything. It really, really made my day and my week. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow with our new things. But today, I want to see what you make from this pattern. So bye-bye, and have a great day. I'll see you.